Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, JG Sports here, bringing you guys my game preview of the Philadelphia Eagles taking on my Cleveland Browns this Sunday at 1 p.m. at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. So we got the Browns coming into this game off a nice win versus the Houston Texans last week, when they won 10-7. Nick Chubb carried us to victory. And then we got the Eagles coming in off a loss against the New York Giants. With the final score 27-17 last week. Um, but yeah, I think this should be a pretty close game. I look at these two teams, and although they have different records, they definitely have some similarities. Both quarterbacks not playing at their highest level that they could be, and both defenses have their struggles, but also have their strengths. So yeah, let's talk about the Browns first. Unfortunately, there was the news this morning, right before I record this video, that Myles Garrett has tested positive for the coronavirus. Therefore, he's not going to be playing Sunday. It's a huge, huge loss. People are saying, oh, well, it's just one guy, shouldn't affect anything. It's one of our best players on the team, period. It's going to have a big effect on the game. And it's the reason why I might be changing my prediction here at the end of the video. I thought I was coming in picking the Browns, and now I'm not so sure. But yeah, we're gonna be without Myles Garrett. It's gonna be a huge loss. It's gonna be a loss with the confidence on the defense. He's a leader of the defense, and not having him just creates a big hole in that defense, honestly, because you don't see anybody else having that consistent pass rush and attack that he does. So the defense has really got to step it up for the Browns this week. Ogunjobi, Richardson, all those guys, Porter, Gussin, they're going to have to try and make plays. They're going to have to still try to get to Carson Wentz because when he's under pressure, he's not that great. And then obviously they're going to have to stop the run because the Eagles have a good running back in Miles Sanders, who was having a pretty good season. So yeah, Browns have a lot on their plate as far as the defense goes. And then Philly, I believe, is getting back Zach Ertz, their tight end. I believe he's coming back. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I think they're getting some guys back on offense, so they're going to be a little healthier. So we got that to look out for. Now let's talk about the Browns offense. Only scoring 10 points last game, scored 6 the previous game. I know the weather's been really crappy, and it's going to be bad again this week. I don't think it's going to be as windy, but it's still going to be rain. It's going to be chilly. It's just going to be ugh. I'm just sick of playing in Cleveland at this point. I never thought I'd hear myself say that, but I want to play some road games anywhere else but Cleveland weather. But the Browns, their offense not exactly playing up to their potential yet. But they got the job done last week. Nick Chubb sealed the game with that big run. And I think just having Nick Chubb back is just absolutely awesome. Him and Kareem Hunt are just a superior duo. And I just love watching them. I mean, it's just so fun watching them. They make each other better. Um, but yeah, I think the offense is good. Definitely rely on that run game. Although Philly's defense is not bad, so I think we have a big task ahead of us on offense too. Um, as far as receiving goes, got Jarvis Landry, Higgins. Those guys are get to make plays. I want to see our tight ends get used a little bit more this game than I've seen in the past. Hooper was pretty quiet last week. I know it was his first week back, but I want to see him more. I didn't really see Harrison Bryant. I didn't really see Njoku, so I want to see them use our tight ends more. Um, but yeah, let's then I guess Baker Mayfield. I think he's got to play a little bit better. I know the weather's been bad lately, these past 2 games, so we haven't really seen you know the full side of him yet. But I think he's just got to make those big throws, and he's just got to be a game manager. No turnovers, no turnovers. That's gonna be the key. Let's talk about Philly though. Again, their offense is looking a little bit more healthier now. They're led by Carson Wentz, who is very unpredictable, which is kind of scary because one game he can look like an absolute scrub, and then the next game he can look like an MVP. So you just never know what this guy's gonna do. He's got 12 touchdowns and 12 interceptions this year, so it's tied. Uh, he's got over 2,000 passing yards though. So it just depends what Carson Wentz shows up tomorrow. He can either be really good or really bad. He's just very inconsistent. But now that Myles Garrett's out, I think he's breathing a little easier right now. Um, then, like I mentioned earlier, they got Miles Sanders, the running back, who's doing really well. He's got over 500 rushing yards already, 3 touchdowns. And then receiving, they got Fulgham leading them with 443 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. I believe they got Ertz back, like I said, but I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, they're definitely looking healthier on their offense, and their offensive line ain't bad too. So this could be a tough game for the Browns. As far as their defense goes, they got a pretty good defensive front. They got some Pro Bowlers on that team, so that's gonna be hard. Um, their secondary is not great from what I heard, um, but I think with our offensive line, I believe Conklin is on the COVID list too, so I don't know if he's gonna be playing. Um, but if he doesn't play, it's gonna be huge. Because that Philly's got a pretty good defensive front. They're aggressive. They get to the quarterback. So that's gonna be a worry. But I think their defense isn't anything too great, but neither is the Browns defense. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these two defenses does. But the Browns defense did step it up last game. I know Mother Nature is definitely in effect too, but the Browns defense still did do a lot better last week, and you gotta give them credit. But yeah, that's the preview for this. Let's get down to the prediction now. I'm just I'm battling myself right now through the pick. I came into this week earlier this week. I'm like Browns are gonna win. I think they'll win pretty good. I was feeling pretty confident. The Eagles have been struggling this season, and the Browns, just came off a nice win. Now they got Chubb back. Things were looking better. They were looking healthier. Then all of a sudden, I hear all the news this week about people on the COVID list. I believe our kicker Parkey's on that list too. So if he's out, that's not going to be good either because he's been playing really well. I think Conklin's on the list and now Garrett. So it's like just when things go the Browns' way, then they start just going downhill. The Browns are just a cursed franchise. I'm telling you right now. Um, but God, man, I I feel like this game just has an upset written all over it. Um, I think Philly could come to this game looking super hot, taking advantage of our, beat up defense now without Garrett. And then, their defense, I feel like could stop us, especially with this weather. But God, oh, this is so hard because logic is telling me to pick the Eagles and upset here, but then my gut's like, I feel like the Browns still have a chance. But I think especially now with the Myles Garrett news I heard today, I think I'm going to pick the Eagles to win this game. I hate doing it. I'm probably gonna get some hate for it. It's like, why are you picking the Eagles? They suck. But no, if you look into it, they're not all that bad. It's just they've just been struggling. They haven't found their rhythm yet. I feel like they could possibly find their rhythm this week against, our beat up Browns team now. It's guys on COVID list and everything. I think it's gonna be a close game though. I think, Nick Chubb will kind of keep us in the game. Our running backs will keep us in the game. I think Baker will have a decent game, but he might have a turnover because that Philly defense line is pretty good. So I feel like they might cause him to throw a turnover or something. I think that could end up being a deciding factor in this game. Um, I think the Browns are. I was gonna say earlier this week the Browns win like 20-17, but I think I'm gonna switch it here. I think I'm gonna change it. I think the Eagles are gonna win 20-14. I think the Eagles win 20-14. Browns just don't do enough to win this game, unfortunately. And they take the loss here. I hope I'm wrong. I've been right about every single Browns game this season, so it's like I'm a little paranoid about picking because like I feel like whatever I say goes almost. But no, I mean, if the Browns win, awesome. Like they, I don't know if they should win, but like they definitely have a good chance to win still if they show up and play their game. But I'm gonna pick the Eagles in an upset here. Hopefully Browns prove me wrong. But yeah, should be a good game. I'll be able to watch the full game this time. So yeah, that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I wish I could pick the Browns here, but I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, especially this news. But yeah, hopefully Browns get healthier and hopefully they, somehow get this dub this weekend. All right, see you guys. Bye.